But we may lose again and again and again, because the truth is that the right has figured out something that the left exhaustingly still has not, which is that it is not enough to say Trump is corrupt, he's authoritarian, he's dangerous, and to send a strongly worded letter. It is not enough. It's true that Trump is corrupt. It's true that he's an authoritarian. It's true that he's dangerous. But oftentimes we are not mobilizing people on the left. People are rightly angry. But meanwhile, Republicans have made calls to action their entire playbook. They are mobilizing. And I want to break down some of the areas in which they are absolutely crushing us. You look at school boards, okay? Moms for Liberty floods meetings until they control the agenda. They get books banned. They bully teachers about curricula. They reshape curricula in towns you maybe haven't even heard of. And Democrats, we've got a strongly worded op-ed in the local paper. Maybe we've got...
Yes, there is something going on with the Democrat Party. I don't know if you have noticed this. I put out a video previously about B. Maher admitting this same way that the Democrats are losing. What they do is Trump every day. Their opposition to Trump, not the party. That is exactly what Democrats are doing. And till they haven't realized what is happening. When I saw this guy putting out this video, I was like, oh, so this guy, they realize what is happening with their party. Before we proceed, first take a look at this video from B. Maher.
And yet, in the other poll, on issues, Trump still winning. So this is your big opportunity, Democrats. He's down in the numbers, and you still can't score. When they ask who has a better plan, Republicans crushing it on crime, immigration, wars, the economy, even corruption. Democrats win by 2 points on respect for democracy. Now, some of this is just because people are fucking stupid. 2 points on respect for democracy. Democrats win on health care, environment, women's rights, respect for democracy. But on those issues, I bet you that are the big ones that they vote on more: crime, immigration, wars, economy, corruption. So that's the takeaway there.
The only thing the Democratic Party stands for today is opposition to Donald Trump.
All right, so here's the thing.
Right.
So there are all these, white boys are talking to me about Trump, and he's a terrible...
That is the reality Democrat can't admit at this time. Trump is winning on the economy. Trump is winning on crimes. Trump is winning immigration. In fact, these are the top issues people are concerned with. They don't really concern about this issue of democracy. Oh, Trump is a threat to democracy. He wants to take away. People knew that Trump is not like that. Though the kind of names they have called him, it didn't work out. But what they are observing now is totally different. Now, oh, Trump is a dictator. Oh, Trump is this. This is still what is going on. They are still repeating the same talking points that made them to fail. Looking at that guy, Pacman, at the beginning of this video, he was right. Like his party will not win again.
All right, so here's the thing.
Right.
So there are all these, white boys are talking to me about Trump, and he's a terrible system. It's like, well, how could the black people vote for him more than each time? And, they didn't vote for him a lot more, but men did.
Right, men did.
Okay, and I said, you know what? I don't want to speak for all black people, and this is where I need to tell you.
Sure.
You tell me if I was wrong or right.
Okay.
I said, you know what I think black people think about Trump? Like, is he a racist? Yeah, but they think every white person is kind of a racist. And do they think that white people behind closed doors talk like Trump? Yeah, he's just a crazy person.
That last part right there. It's not that. It's not
he
that.
Just says it out loud
as black people. I don't want to speak for all black people, whatever.
No,
obviously
because they're not all alike.
That's right, all. Exactly. But I will say this to you, as being a black man, you don't look at white people and automatically think they're racist. You automatically know they're different than you. that they think different than you, that they come from a different cultural background and
Yes.
experience things differently than they do. So
Right.
that second part is very, very important, because when you talk about how Trump talks,
Right.
we're going like this. So that's the first time he talked like that, when he became president. Who think you playing with? We know better than that. We know better than that. We know that ain't the first time, and we know that the people that he was friends with all of these years, he talked just like that around y'all, and y'all didn't have no problem with it. Don't act like you have a problem
And
now.
also had some
And-
genuine black friends
Yeah, well,
and
and-
black folks who like him.
Well, let me tell you this. I don't know if I told you.
Because it's complicated.
I don't know if I
Life
told you
is
this.
complicated.
I wouldn't call myself his friend by any stretch of the imagination back in the day.
Right.
But I've told this on many occasions. I said this in my recent appearance on The View and stuff like that. Trump and I were friendly
Right.
before he ran for president. He used to have these boxing matches, particularly during the Tyson fights at the Trump
Right.
casinos. He would be at the Knicks games and stuff like that. And if we're being totally honest, all the brothers found him to be cool.
Right.
They found him to be very cool. So let's be clear, because he knew his sports, all right? He would
Right.
say what he feel. He
Right.
bucked the establishment, which we loved, and we gravitated to that. And obviously he was
And
a
also
billionaire,
he was a
he was
certain age.
And it
and
was
you
cool.
get a certain
It was cool.
understanding that white men of that age,
Right.
they're gonna be a little grandpa. We don't say that anymore.
No,
But
that wasn't
like,
him.
is he really like
That-
in his heart like hateful? No, I think
I've never.
I don't think his motivation is I don't like black people. I think his motivation is everybody must love me.
Thank you. And that's why, that's right there. What you just said, everybody must
yes,
love me.
it's his narcissism. It's not his racism.
I have never called him a racist. I have never spoken about him that way.
That's
Ever.
interesting.
Not one time. Because I knew him beforehand. And I was.
You know, this is a narrative a lot of people have pushed throughout. Sometimes when I look at what they do every single day, I used to wonder if they actually knows who Trump is. This is someone, before Trump became the president, this is what he knows of Trump. He can say anything he wants at any time. And his style of talking has always been there. It has never changed. Liberals take it to a different level. Oh, there was a certain period that I noticed with black people realizing like they were being deceived for a very long time. They see themselves hating Trump for no reason because they were, made to understand like Trump is against you, which has never been the case. Yeah. There is one thing with Democrat, especially Jasmine Crockett. I've been following her now for some time. This is the kind of narrative she wants to portray Trump every time. I used to wonder, like, maybe she thinks people don't know what is happening or what exactly is going on. Stephen A. Smith here, a meeting with B, is something I never even expected. If you look back to how Stefan was,
and months afterwards,
I'm going to say something that's going to make
frustrated.
This table and this audience very upset, but I want to tell the unvarnished truth. I think if the election were reheld today, Donald Trump would win by the same, if not a bigger margin.
You heard her. Sometimes when she talks like this, I really wonder. I will end here. Thank you guys for always been there sharing out my video. God bless you. I saw the short clips. Please, you can skip.
I've been hearing a lot about what I need to say and do tonight. And the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And I don't know if you saw this on Sunday. Erica Kirk forgave the man.
All the same people that are in these polite social circles with you they're feeling vindicated and saying the most evil.
Make people sort of forgive him?
Well, I think he'll cheer himself on and his fans what is it?
With all due respect to former President Obama.
Is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
I want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Right. Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's some drama or nothing.
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show where he lies his ass off to the American people.
There are repercussions to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not give a speech about.
And I just want to say this.
But here's the thing.